Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Sholihah from TBI 5D, and this is my reflection entitled Learning and Assessment Planning. So, as a student in the English education program, I've experienced firsthand how learning implementation, when done effectively, shapes the overall educational experience. Learning is not just about delivering content, but about creating meaningful interactions between teachers and students. In one of my recent classes, the teacher's approach was student-centered, which made a huge difference. We were encouraged to participate actively, and assessments were not limited to paper-based exams. Instead, we were assessed through peer feedback and self-evaluation, which I found much more engaging and effective for my learning. When it comes to assessment, I have observed how it can guide learning if used constructively. For example, formative assessment, which we often did in the middle of lesson through quizzes or group discussions, helped me identify areas where I need improvement before the final exam. This type of assessment helps both the teacher and students track progress rather than waiting until the end of the course to realize that what went wrong. This aligns with that Taki 2022. It mentioned that assessment not only measure learning but also provides feedback that drives improvement. In Indonesia, one of the key issues I've noticed and one that was highlighted in the text is the lack of proficiency in speaking English. As a student and future English teacher, I've seen how many of my peers struggle with expressing idea orally despite understanding the material. This reflects the problem of ineffective learning methods and lack of focus on real-life communication skills. For instance, when we practice speaking in class, many students hesitate because they fear making mistakes, and the traditional lecture-based method of teaching doesn't provide enough space for interactive or communicative activities. In my role as a teacher candidate, I've observed that using role plays and authentic medias like films or songs has helped break this barrier. When I facilitate a small conversation group, I use clips from movies to stimulate discussion, and it worked wonders at getting students to talk without feeling judged. It made English feel more alive and applicable to their daily lives, said Kurniawan.